Hello, this is the Crypto Rebel. This is my first video. I'm going to start out by making a few videos about some cryptocurrencies that haven't gotten a lot of attention and that have a lot of potential in the future. Let's get right down to it. This cryptocurrency is called Aphelion. It's a revolutionary, decentralized, peer-to-peer exchange solution. So it's a decentralized exchange. Now, the first question you're probably going to ask yourselves is, why a decentralized exchange? And the centralized exchanges, the biggest problem with it is that it's one authority. You're trusting someone with your funds. Accounts can be frozen, so you have no control over that. There's also no guarantee that you can get those funds back. For example, with security risks, these centralized exchanges can be hacked. And as it's happened multiple times in the past, and there's no guarantee you're going to get your funds back. Yeah, just like I said, loss of funds if exchange gets hacked. The exchange could also get shut down for any reason, and you're still not guaranteed to get your funds back. Now, decentralized exchanges. It's important because your funds are decentralized. So everything is in your control. The transactions, your funds, also your accounts cannot be frozen. That's important. So you're always in control of your funds. So the technology behind Aphelion. So Aphelion is based on the Neo blockchain, and the Neo blockchain is currently aiming to do 1,000 to 10,000 transactions per second. Now, why, you might be asking, why would they build these cryptos on the Neo blockchain? It's because Neo has the fastest transactions currently available in the market. Also, it's fee-less transactions, which is very appealing. Smart contracts. So if you don't know what smart contracts are, they're pretty much self-executing contracts with terms of agreement between the buyer and the seller. It's written directly into the code, so it can't be changed. Also, the orders are carried out via the blockchain. Like I said, there's no central authority, so you don't have to trust any one party with your funds. So another reason why you might want to look into the technology is there's no trading restrictions. So there's a lot of places, such as China, where they have trading restrictions, and this won't be an issue because in a decentralized exchange, you're not using a third party. So people from China will be able to access these exchanges and trade funds. Oh, so the biggest thing probably for me is atomic swaps. So putting it into a few words, atomic swaps are just an exchange of one cryptocurrency to another. They don't necessarily have to be on the same blockchain, and you don't need to trust a third party. So a little more explanation on atomic swaps. I want to give you an example. Let's say we want to do a transaction with Neo and BTC. Now, this is a big problem today because they're on two different blockchains. So it is very, very hard to make an easy transaction between two blockchains, between Neo and Bitcoin, Neo and Ethereum, or Bitcoin or Ethereum. Essentially, whoever transfers first loses out. So we want to minimize that. So what is the solution with atomic swaps? Atomic swaps uses time locks. So you agree on a certain amount of BTC. that is time locked for a certain duration, can only get unlocked with a secret that you owned. Now the other person has a Neo locked up with their secret, and in order to release those funds, you reveal each other's secrets to access those funds. So that's a little confusing, but in a sense, it's just like matching up deals and facilitating cross-chain swaps between two parties. So the Aphelion team and the roadmap. So there are 22 members in the team, 12 core and 10 advisors. I think it's a very impressive team. They have members that have worked at Amazon, Google, Facebook, Charles Schwab, Microsoft, HCC. That's all very impressive. You can, if you go to their page, you can read a little more about their team members and go to their LinkedIn accounts. Their roadmap. So they have already had a desktop wallet launched. It's very impressive, I think. I downloaded it, and I'm keeping some Neo funds in there, and it works very well. It looks very nice, and currently you can only keep Neo-based cryptocurrencies in there, but eventually you'll be able to keep all cryptocurrencies in there. Also, yeah, next. Yeah, it's essentially a replacement for the Neo wallet. You can hold all your assets in there, like I just said, and you can claim gas. So coming up in June, which is very soon, they're releasing their mobile wallet. So, I like cryptocurrencies that are constantly releasing things throughout their roadmap that adds value. In July, they're releasing the decentralized exchange mainnet, so you will be able to start trading cryptocurrencies in July. That's very soon, and I think it's an incentive to buy Aphelion. Now, what we're all thinking about, the gains. I think that's why most of us get into certain cryptos. We want to see quick gains. So it has a total supply of 70 million, circulating supply of 36. The current price, last time I checked, was 44 cents. So taking all this into consideration and comparing it to other cryptocurrencies that are in competition with Aphelion, I've divided it into short-term and long-term potential. Short-term, if you compare it to Bancor was just recently released from ICO, and if you compare these two, you have about 5 times potential gains. So potential price of Aphelion is $1.20, and that's very soon because Bancor was just released from ICO. In the long term, if you compare it to 0x, you have about 70 times potential gains. So, that's assuming everything goes well and they're releasing things like they're claiming on the roadmap. And yeah, so check it out. Let me know what you think. This is my first video. I know it's a little choppy, so just comment below any questions, comments, concerns that you have, and have a good day. Thanks.